Celtics acquired Rasheed Wallace last night, signing the NBA veteran to a 2-year contract. He was a much sought-after free agent veteran. Former UMass swingman Tony Gaffney is on his way to Los Angeles to hopefully catch on with the world champion Lakers. ABC 40's Neil Jaffoon spoke with Tony recently about taking that all-important next step.
UMass fans had the pleasure of watching one of the hardest-working men in college basketball. For Tony Gaffney, being the most driven man on the court started long before his time in Amherst.
I think it started when I was about 8 or 9. It'd be 3 in the morning and me and Buddy would be outside shooting, and my dad would have to yell and tell us to go to bed. We'd implement the rule that you couldn't dribble so the dad wouldn't hear us.
During his first 2 years in Amherst, Tony was dubbed a quote-unquote role player, a title he didn't appreciate. Determined to be a star, Tony stepped up his game, and the nation took notice, thanks to his possessed performance at Memphis.
Coach Cal had called me best player on the floor after that game, and I realized then I could play with anybody in the country, at any level, and there was nothing that was going to stop me from doing that.
His reward? A-10 Defensive Player of the Year honors, but he wanted more. A chance at the dream, the NBA. Only draft day wasn't what he had in mind.
The day after the draft, obviously I was extremely disappointed. My whole life I've dreamt of hearing my name called on draft night.
24 hours later, Gaffney gets the call he's always dreamed of.
As of 6:09, you're a Los Angeles Laker. At that very moment, I felt myself go from a die-hard Boston Celtics fan to a die-hard Lakers fan.
Now as a professional athlete, basketball is more than just a game.
It's always going to be Tony Gaffney Enterprise now. I'm working for myself, and it's my living, it's my life. So I've learned a lot about myself, and I've started to grasp and understand what it takes and the self-motivation. And
Friday, Tony beginning his quest to make the Lakers roster by playing in the NBA Summer League in Vegas. And to all those naysayers, he says, keep talking.
I owe a thanks to all the people that doubted me and are still doubting me, and I guess I should probably ask people to keep doing it.
All right, he was a great player at UMass, and we'll see how he does in the NBA. That's a look at sports.